The trouble with tracking sex offenders has put a controversial plan before state lawmakers. Instead of GPS bracelets, convicts would be forced to have a device implanted. Come 4's Luke Ducey looked into whether the new devices will work. Luke?
Mary, the thinking is this. You can track someone on their phone. You can even track your own pet if you want to. So why not track sex offenders using a tiny radio chip?
Shannon Oakley was panicked.
Mom's here like, oh, kids aren't going outside tonight.
This past April, in her Linwood neighborhood, David Torrance, a level 3 sex offender, ripped his criminal tracking device from his ankle and disappeared. Authorities had no idea where he was. But soon that might change. Instead of ankle bracelets like the one Torrance was wearing, sex offenders might have something like this implanted.
It'd be a little more difficult to take off.
Representative Marilyn Chase and a handful of state legislators are looking into radio chips that go under the skin. They will replace ankle bracelets. Some designs are no larger than a grain of rice. Police could then track an offender from a remote computer using the same technology used at the Narrows Bridge toll. But unlike a bracelet, a chip is virtually impossible to remove because it's surgically inserted.
Right now, we get a postcard at home every few weeks saying we got a sex offender moving into the neighborhood. But, unless you know where they live and what they look like, how are you going to have protection?
If passed, House Bill 1142 would allow the state to hire the Washington Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs to see whether chip implants would work better. However, the Department of Corrections admits even with their current devices, ankle bracelets, well, they often lose the signal. They also say no tracking device prevents crime.
It certainly is not prevention. It certainly is not 100%.
And while there is, of course, an ethical debate over using these chips aren't new. They've been used to track criminals in the UK, even get this, school children in Japan. The bill here in our state is in committee. Live in the Satellite Center, Luke Ducey, Come 4 News, Dan back to you.